I love study Bibles. They're so helpful to me in my own personal walk with the Lord. Now, I have a few that I use all the time. Now, I have a lot of study Bibles, but these are the ones that I specifically use personally. The ESV Study Bible. I love this Bible. It's been my number one for a long time. The New King James and NASB MacArthur Study Bible. This is the New King James Version. And kind of a study Bible, more like just an ultimate reference Bible, the Open Bible, New King James Version from Thomas Nelson. I love this Bible as well. But today, I'm going to be telling you about the NIV Study Bible, fully revised edition. This might be my new favorite. Stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome back. First of all, stay tuned to the end of the video and you'll find out how you can win one of these Bibles. I have a few I'm going to give away. This Bible is the NIV Study Bible Fully Revised Edition. Complete reworking, reformatting. It's beautiful and I can't wait to show you. So this edition is the hardcover edition. It retails for $55. The ISBN is right there in the bottom of the back. On the back, you can see the features, and most notably, it's the 9-point NIV cover print typeface. You have your book and section introductions. It is a red letter. That's really, really cool. Red letter. I love that. You have over 125 articles, 16 pages of maps, which are on Bible paper. Also, hello. Awesome. And a comprehensive NIV concordance. It's one of the largest you're going to find in a study Bible. Really great stuff. Now this is the hardcover edition, like I said, and I'm going to take this dust jacket off. It's been beat up because I've been using it, just testing it out. The hardcover itself looks really sleek. Just your normal hardcover. As your paper paste down and end sheet. Presentation page. I'm going to zip through this front section just to help speed this along. You have your title page, and then we go to the publication page. Now this publication page shows it is printed in China, 2020. You have a quick start guide right after the publication page. Then you have a tribute to Dr. Kenneth Barker, who's the general editor. Then we come to the table of contents. You have the different sections color-coded, and you can find that on the side right here. So the different color sections will show whether it's the poetry section, the prophets, the early church and gospels, or the epistles. I do like the article index in the front. I'm glad this is in the front and allows you to kind of find where the different articles are within each book. And then an introduction to the NIV Study Bible. Now this is important. You need to stop at this section and read this section because it helps you use the Bible to its fullest potential. Now here you can see the different note types. You have a trowel, which shows the archaeological stuff. You have the seedling, which points to the study notes that have practical principles and applications in your own life. Then you have the character symbol, which it shows here provide descriptions and or characterizations of a person or people group. So that'll also give some of the context, the cultural context. Then we have the acknowledgments and the contributors, abbreviations. Now we have the ancient text, which is really neat. This is cool. I love archaeological stuff, especially all this color. Look at all this color. It looks amazing. I love these different charts. It's just so fun to engage with and look at. You have your Old Testament chronology that precedes the starting of the text. You can see this is a sewn binding. You can see the loops of the sewing there. Now this is a section introduction. This is the 5 books of Moses. It talks about the different books in this section, and it gives a little short explanation. Then you come to your book introduction. Like this one, for instance, is Genesis, and it gives you all the context of who, where, why, when, how, all those things. And I love that it gives color pictures. Oh yes, I love this. It's 2020. The world's crazy, but at least we're getting these kind of amazing features in this study Bible. Here it shows an example of the article, the first article, and it has the backdrop of like a tan color, which helps it stand out away from the text itself or the other notes. The last part of this book introduction is going to be this large outline, which this is pretty extensive. I think you can learn a lot just from reading the outline. Now the text is a 9-point font, and I believe that the notes section might be a 7.5 to an 8-point font. Very readable. This paper feels great in the hand. It really does feel exceptional. And here you can see this combination of coupling the article at the top of this page. Then you have the 9-point font with your center column references. You have overflow references at the bottom right. Here, a few pages later, you can see an example of the different notations. Also notice throughout the text, you have these dark blue highlights. You have the blue line that separates the text from the notes. You also have the dark blue, which is for the section headings and the chapter numbers, as well as the top information at the top of the page. Now under these lights in the studio, there's a lot of light here, so if there were a lot of glare on this paper, you would see it, and it looks amazing. It really looks great. Here, as we kind of flip through, just taking note of a lot of these amazing features, you can see where the section changes. This is the profit section. Also, the notes underneath the archaeological little examples change to that color, and your highlights change to that color throughout that section. All right, here in Mark, we can see an example of this great red letter. This red letter's perfect. It's great. It is a dark red, like a crimson color red, which is just my favorite. It does somewhat clash with the brown in the gospel section. You know, I almost wish they would have, when they were picking their colors, that they would have chosen that maybe a green or something that doesn't clash with that red letter for this section of the Gospels. And since most of the red letter is going to be in the Gospels section, I would rather it have been, maybe that blue would have been really cool for this section, but just that brown and red, that's kind of the only, the colors kind of clash a little bit. But the fact that we have, how many colors do we have here? You have green for the seedling notes, the personnel is like a yellow and an orange. We have a red, we have a brown. We have so many different colors here. This is amazing. I'm just falling in love with this Bible. I always really love the archaeological examples given in several study Bibles, but this is really, really kind of a great all-in-one archaeological examples with application and context. It's just really, really well done. Goodness, look at that beautiful picture. That looks great. Showing the Latin inscription in Corinth. That looks amazing right there. I love that kind of stuff. All right, so here's your study helps. And this includes a table of weights and measures. You have your index to the notes, which is really helpful. Really, really helpful. Not to be confused with the Concordance. The Concordance is a little further in. The layout is really, really great. It's a 3-column layout. You have your word in all caps and in this darker blue color that kind of helps it stand out away from the page. You have your notations in verse by verse format underneath the word. So very easy to follow, very easy to find the references. Zondervan has hit a home run with this Bible, and I can't believe it's only $55 for this hardcover edition. Oh, I hope and pray that they do a Premier Collection version of this Bible. It is awesome. This Bible might be better than the ESV Study Bible. It is great. It really is. That's pretty high praise considering the ESV Study Bible has been my go-to study Bible for years and years. We have an index to the maps, and the maps, I might cry. I might shed a tear because these maps are on beautiful, beautiful Bible paper, and I love them. I love these maps. Look at all that color. It's a matte finish too. Oh, sweet. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Guys, I'm telling you, if you ever get a Bible with maps on Bible paper, you will never like maps on glossy cardstock ever again. I promise. 16 full color maps in the back, by the way. And after the map section is done, you're done with the Bible. There you go. Kind of sad it's over. I am 100% serious that this is probably my new favorite study Bible. I love the ESV, and I love Crossway, and I love all that they did with the ESV Study Bible. and I've used it for over a decade, and it's been an amazing resource for me. But this NIV Study Bible, the fully revised edition, has got my full endorsement. It is absolutely the best all-around study Bible that I know of. Now, it's right there beside the ESV Study Bible, but it's got more color pictures, more color examples, which the reason those are important is because it keeps a reader engaged. It keeps a reader wanting to read more, interested in what they're looking at. So it helps you stay involved in your study longer. That's why it's important. It's not a frills kind of thing, or, you know, if you really love the Bible, you wouldn't, none of that would matter. But it does matter because we're people and we get distracted easily. So having color, having good printing on good paper, good font size, good full color features keeps us engaged in our studies. Now, do you want to win one of these? I got a few to give away. The way you can become eligible is just leave a comment down below. And please, if you're not a subscriber, subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. God bless.